Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Subrata Sarkar. I'm a mechanical engineer working in manufacturing industry since last 22 years. Today's topic is little different. Today I'm not going to discuss an engineering topic, not any management topic, nor any invention topic, or not any economical or a social media topic. Today's topic is totally different. It's a part of our life actually. It's very important part of our life which I'm going to discuss today. I can name this as age management. When you discuss about these subjects, the young people, they are least bothered about these subjects. And when you talk about the subjects with the old people or the elderly people, they say that our time is over actually. What is the use or knowing this need of knowing these subjects and do what we can do this after knowing these subjects. So actually, but after this video presentation, I'm sure you'll find the usefulness of these subjects equally important for both young people as well as the elderly people. Now today, this age management subjects is a big subject. I'm going to discuss only on the what is the need of knowing these subjects, or if we know these subjects, whether it will be useful for our or not. So that part I'm going to discuss, only the emotional part of the subjects and how society is involved and society can contribute. But before going into that, I would like to show you some pictures, like what some this. You can see in this picture a girl of 25 years age, and after 50 years, how she'll be look like. This is the real picture of the girl actually after 50 years. And if we ask a man how he will look like after 50 years. So this is the way actually people are get aged actually, and nobody can do it, nobody can hold it. It is a natural process actually. Now, if you see your face in mirror, can you see you after 50 years how it will look like? You can see this picture, the girl is looking into the mirror every day, but after 50 years she will look like that only. You can see in this picture behind the mirror today. And this is the reality actually. Now I can see in this picture is a hand of a beautiful hand of a woman, but after 50 years this hand will be like this only. So this is the natural process. We cannot do anything with that. But maybe we can make this aging process a little delay with doing something, but we cannot avoid it. It is a natural process. Say you are looking today very old, and if you think that you want to look like young as earlier, so can you put any mask on your face? Not possible actually, isn't it? Now, today the girl is looking this way in a swimsuit, and after 50 years she will look like that only. So this is the reality, and you can see in this picture. So this is the cycle. Today you are 15 years, and when you are 40 years, then 70 years, then 90 years. So this aging cycle will be continuous, and day by day this will deteriorate your physical appearance as well as a lot of other mental aspects also. So today I'm going to discuss, the point will start from here only, this problem faced by elderly people in our society. Our means it's applicable for a whole world actually. What I meant to say is, one is isolation, one is the falling health, another is the old people are neglected, and this is the boredom, another is the this economic security, another is the lower self-esteem, another is the lack of plan for their old age. You can see in this picture the person today she is feeling very much isolated in the society, in her home. Maybe before 40 years she was the most important person in the family, maybe center of the family, important person in the office of the society, but today her life is like that only. She is isolated today, and this is applicable for the men also. Sitting here you can say the person maybe 30 years back he was one of the important management leader in the office, maybe a good sportsman in the society, or but today he is somehow neglected, isolated in the society. And this picture you can find everywhere in every country actually. So, and you can see in this picture, this girl was walking maybe 50 years back, she was looking like that, and today she is falling here down on the road. So this is the reality of life with the changes of the time and ages. this total aspects, external and internal aspects of life got changed very different way, rather you can say in a bad way, as a negative way. It's equally applicable for both male and female. And these people are also get neglected when people are, they are neglected everywhere in the society. They're neglected in the family, in most of the cases, and so they're feeling very much bored. Actually, the life is very much boring. Only maybe televisions, maybe one of the entertainment, one and only one entertainment for them. So this is the reality of life actually, along with this aging. Now, another aspects of when you are getting aged, that is whether you have enough money to spend for your rest of the life. That is very important. So suggested that you must save maximum possible money in your younger ages so that you can spend your rest of the, because in your you'll need double money when you will be old. Actually, this is one of the reasons, is because at the time there will not be any income source for you, only the expenses, and at the same time there will be inflation of money, so your purchasing power of your money will be go down. So you have to have good plan, financial plan for your the old ages, so that proper health insurance, proper pensions, proper monthly income plans, everything needs to be done actually. And you all know that when you were some person is old, actually he needs or she needs more medicines and medical treatments than the young ages, and which is very much costly. And when someone is not earning any money, if you ask to anyone, nobody will lend money to you. Money will be given only those person who are earning money actually. This is the law of the society, or reality of the society. And somehow the person who are not able to arrange their money for the their old aged life or elderly life, so it is very pathetic for the society that people need to work at the age of 70, 80 years to get their food actually. So this and it is equally applicable in all areas of life actually. This aging or ageism, that is there's employments also. Like in few of the cases, when you are aged, you will consider more experienced person or get more value in the company. But in most of the cases, maybe 95% cases, if you are even more experienced by ages, you will not be given the first chance of better opportunities. Younger people will get chance because they can physically deliver much more actually. This is the psychology of the organization. And this, they will not get hired further actually, old people, rather there is every possibility to get fired. So this is the situation in employment for the old age people also. So this is the test of human civilization, is that our society must turn into a place where these old people will not feel afraid actually to be abandoned feeling actually. So it's the responsibility of the society how we can take care of these situations actually. What we can do is, like, for the elderly people, we should not feel them isolated, rather we should include them for every function of our family everywhere, so they will not feel isolated. So this is our responsibility, because that the same thing will come, same days will come for us also when we will be old person. So we are not also not liking this treatment. So we should care for them other than neglecting. That we should take care of their proper health for the old person. This is our basic, the responsibility for the elderly people, because once upon a time they have take care of us when we were a very child. So this is equally our responsibility. And at the same time, there are old people or experienced people can contribute in different way in the society. So engage them in that way. That will be beneficial for the society as well as for them also. Now, and I will tell something for the people who are already aged, maybe 60 years, 70 years, that if you are 80 years even, this is the right time for enjoyment. If you are 70 years, if you are 60 years, you are 50 years, it doesn't matter. This is the right time to enjoy your life the way you used to enjoy your life at the younger ages. So that we should not wait for any better tomorrow to come, then we'll enjoy. Every day is beautiful. It depends on how you are going to make it. You can say in this picture, there are people who are they are doing what they used to do at the age of 30, 25, they are doing the same thing at the age of 60 or 70. So that is no barrier for life. It is this is our internal, or it is falling in our mind that we cannot do. We are now aged, but there is no there is no restriction for being. You can do all these things and enjoy your life at the fullest at the these old ages even. And there are many people they are very proud that they are aged, because they feel that as we are aged, so we are more experienced and we have the capability to do things very fast and right, because we are experienced, we know the world actually. So this old age is not a disease, or is anything negative actually. Rather, it is a survivorship. This trumps over all vicissitudes and these disappointments or illness about the life actually. So if you find this presentation is interesting, or if you find some messages on this presentation, you can subscribe this video, you can give your comments, and you can also get in touch with me in Facebook and LinkedIn. Thank you very much for watching.